Welcome back, Bison Nation. My name is Charlotte Davignon.
And I'm Halee and
And tonight we'll be taking you through campus, local, and national news. Stick around. He was hosting an exhibition celebrating the School of Design, Architecture, and Art Study Abroad experience this past fall. The gallery will feature student work created after nearly 3 months of studying in Europe. This exhibit highlights a wide range of projects inspired by travel experiences. Each piece reflects how students turn their observations and research into creative work. The exhibition runs through March 4th through the 8th at Laken Gallery and Renaissance Hall. An opening reception will be held Thursday, March 5th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. with remarks at 5:45.
This past Friday, students gathered on campus to protest ICE policies, calling for changes in federal immigration enforcement. Protesters held signs and wanted their voices to be heard. Here's a look.
This past Friday saw a protest against ICE's presence in the Fargo-Moorhead area on Churchill Field. The event was organized by a collection of campus groups including Women's Activist Organization, Black Student Activists, Asian Student Organization, College Democrats, and Young Democratic Socialists of America.
Would that be easier?
So like I said, my name is Abigail. I'm one of the protest organizers. I'm not associated with any sort of student organization or anything like that, but I'm sure, as you guys know, if you saw the posters, we have had the opportunity to work with WAYO as well as YDSA on this protest. So a little bit about that. Nicole and I, we are the two original organizers. We decided we just wanted to do something on campus and for the community. And so we reached out to several student organizations. WAYO and YDSA were the most interested and got back to us. So the rest is kind of history.
Totally. And why do you think it's important that people come out here today and help protest?
Yeah, absolutely. We're out here protesting the unjust, unconstitutional, and violent acts of ICE in American cities. It's just not right. And I think you should come out to protest to support your community, support your campus, all those good things.
Well, thank you so much, Abigail.
These protests come after the deadly shootings of Renee Good and Alex Peretti and the deaths of 9 people while in ICE custody, as well as the controversial Operation Metro Surge in Minneapolis and surrounding areas that was enacted by the Trump administration and the Department of Homeland Security.
Today I'm here with
Katya Shermanovskaya.
And do you think that protests like this can create real change?
Yeah, we can only hope. I mean, if nobody is protesting, no change is going to be made. You have to start small, make it bigger, snowball effect. So yeah, we can only hope.
Although there were no designated speakers at the event, the energy and morale among the students remained high as they stood by University Avenue receiving honks of support from the passing cars. This has been Henry Raddock reporting for BIN.
Bus riders in West Fargo will soon have protection from weather as the city moves forward with installing 5 new MAPA shelters. The West Fargo Works Department will pour concrete bases at 5 high-active stops across the city, including locations near Westside Elementary, South Elementary, Cashwise, and the Lights. The city will cover the estimated $40,000 for the work, while MAPA has already purchased the shelter structures at no cost. City leaders approved moving ahead with this on Monday the 2nd, with installations beginning next spring.
A $93.7 million downtown apartment project is moving ahead after the Fargo City Commission approved a 5-year tax break on Monday. The project will receive a Renaissance Zone exemption worth about $1.66 million. The developer plans to begin construction soon, with an opening set for early 2028. The complex will include parking, a fitness center, and a dog park, with rent prices estimated between $1,000 and $1,400 a month. The complex will be built on a long vacant site that previously required environmental cleanup.
A 39-year-old man has died after falling through the ice on the Red River in downtown Moorhead. Emergency crews were on call around 2:30 p.m. on Monday after a witness reported it. Rescue teams began searching right away and located him around 3:38 p.m. He was taken to the hospital and later pronounced dead. Officials are warning people that warming temperatures are weakening ice, and because of the moving current underneath, river ice can be especially dangerous.
Fargo City Commissioners have put a hold on the ban of flavored nicotine products until after the June election. The proposal, that's led by Fargo Cass Public Health, aims to stop youth nicotine use, with high rates of vaping among local teens. During Monday's meeting, residents and business owners testified that the ban could hurt small business owners and limit choices for adults. Commissioners want more public input before making a final decision later this year.
President Donald Trump is set to attend the White House Correspondents' Dinner next month, which will mark his first appearance after years of boycotting the gathering. The dinner brings together journalists, lawmakers, and administration officials. Trump's decision to attend signals a notable shift in tone.
A mass shooting outside Buford's Beer Garden on West 6th Street in Austin, Texas left 3 people dead and about 14 injured early Sunday. The suspect was shot and killed by police at the scene after opening gunfire from his vehicle and on foot. Victims included a 19-year-old college student and a 21-year-old University of Texas student. Federal authorities are investigating the shooting as a possible act of terrorism, but the motive remains under review.
A total lunar eclipse lit the sky this week as people stepped outside to see the moon turn red. The eclipse appeared as the Earth moved directly between the sun and moon, casting a shadow that gives off a red glow. This color comes from the sunlight filtering through Earth's atmosphere. The eclipse was visible for several hours, giving people a clear and rare view. Stay tuned for politics, sports, and weather.
My name is Becky Parker, and I'm a news anchor at WDAY-TV. I graduated from NDSU in 2010 with a degree in journalism, broadcasting, and mass communication technologies, and then I had an emphasis on broadcasting. Principles of broadcast production and advanced broadcast production. Those were favorites because they were the most relevant for career experience. You're calling people for interviews, you're writing an article. It doesn't just feel like an assignment, it's like actually doing it. I was the news director for the first full semester of the Bison Information Network. The BIN advisor here was very much invested in me to actually have a career in broadcasting. He helped me get my internship and my first job. The people in NDSU's Department of Communication are really interested and helpful in getting students the connections that they need in order to get a job beyond school.
No kid deserves to go hungry, but try as they might, not every family can afford to put food on the table every day. That's why the Great Plains Food Bank and their partner agencies work every day to bring food to our hungry neighbors. Every dollar donated can provide 4 meals for those in need. Go to greatplainsfoodbank.org and donate today so no kid in North Dakota ever has to go hungry.
I'm Laken Hines with Politics. In the early hours of February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a series of preemptive attacks on Iran. President Trump stating that it was, quote, to ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. We now know that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was one of the confirmed casualties as part of these strikes. Now, of course, the question on everyone's mind, are we at war? And what does this mean for the U.S.? Well, we have already seen some retaliatory strikes from Iran, with missiles landing in Tel Aviv and striking U.S. military bases in Qatar and Bahrain. This was, of course, expected. Secretary of State Marco Rubio mentioned Monday that fear of retaliation was a core reason for the U.S.'s involvement in the attacks. To put more plainly, we knew that Israel was going to strike, and we knew that Iran would look to us to blame, so we had to make sure that we weren't on the losing end of that trade. Israel is also beginning to conduct strikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. There are even reports of Iranian drones striking a British military base in Cyprus, so this is clearly a conflict that is broadening by the day. We are even seeing some Iranian citizens praising the United States' action in the country and the termination of Khamenei. This is, of course, a result of the recent mass violence we've seen between the Iranian government and the protesters against the regime. So, to answer the first question and to hopefully ease everyone's soul, no, we are not at war. President Trump does not currently have the authority to declare war on Iran without congressional approval. This is due to the War Powers Act of 1973. We also see Representatives Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna trying to force a vote to block further action in Iran without approval of Congress. Now, what does this mean for us at home? Well, we've already seen the price of U.S. crude oil go up for over 6.5% in response to the attacks. So, in short, we may be paying a little more at the pump for a little while. Of course, with any situation like this one, we will just have to keep seeing how it develops. Well, that is all I have for you today, so stay safe, stay educated, and once again, I'm Laken Hines, covering politics. Have a good rest of the week.
There are so many great things to experience at NDSU. It's hard to pick one, but my favorite is
the people. They make it such a warm place.
The Bison aren't just across the country, they're across the globe.
It's the perfect distance from home. The faculty are our biggest cheerleaders. Hands-on research experience. The affordable tuition.
All the opportunities to stay active on campus.
Real-world learning experiences.
Once I got on campus, it felt like home.
My name is Addie Stewart, and I graduated from NDSU in the Department of Communication in 2018. My degree was in strategic communication, and I'm the communications specialist for the city of West Fargo. That includes social media, press releases, breaking news, interviews, media relations, and more. I went into communication because I wanted to do something I was passionate about. There were so many opportunities. I knew I could work for nonprofits, government, small business, agency work. Professors in the department definitely impacted me a lot in my life, making sure that once I graduated college, I knew I could get a job here just because of the connections in the department and the great morale that was in Fargo. Future students should definitely come to NDSU because it's a degree like no other here.
The NDSU bookstore has everything you need to show off your Bison pride. The bookstore can have you sporting green and gold wherever you go. It offers many different brands, sizes, styles, and selection so that you find exactly what you're looking for. Shop the NDSU bookstore and show your spirit today.
Hello and welcome back to Bison Sports. I'm Jack Higgins. In front of a packed house of combined more than 8,000 fans, and the men setting a Shields Center attendance record of 5,426, NDSU basketball reminded UND who the best basketball team in the state is. The women started the afternoon winning 95-70 and outright clinching the Summit League title for the first time in team history. They also finished the regular season with the most conference wins in team history with 15. Avery Coonan once again posted a double-double, her 19th of the season, with 29 points and 15 rebounds. Molly Lenz and Abby Kraswinski both added 14 points, and Marissa Frost contributed 12 points and 4 assists. As a team, the Bison shot 49% from the field and 43% from three-point. After they led 39-38 at the half, NDSU used a 7-0 run to open the second half, and they then pushed the lead to 71-59 after 3 quarters. They picked up the #1 seed in the Summit League tournament, playing Thursday against the winner of the Omaha and UND game. Shortly after the women's game ended, the men took the court, also battling the Hawks. The season's 24 wins mark a new regular season record, surpassing 2008-09 and 2013-14 squads that had 23 wins. NDSU senior Tay Smith scored a career-high 28 points with 7 3-pointers, leading all players to truly show out in his final home game. Damari Wheeler-Thomas had 19 points, and Andy Stefanowicz added 15 points and 6 assists. the Bison shot 57% from the field and 55% from three-point. NDSU started off slow, going down 17-8 9 minutes into the game, but then closed the game with an 88-46 run and winning 96-63. The men also locked up the #1 seed in the Summit League tournament, facing the winner of Oral Roberts and Kansas City Thursday night in Sioux Falls. After the win, I am proud to announce they will be traveling to Sioux Falls to cover the entire tournament for the Bison, start to finish. We will be live courtside for pre- and post-game coverage and live shows all weekend. Stay tuned for more. That's all for Bison Sports this week. Now for weather with Henry.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of weather. My name is Henry Raddock. Now, in short hair form, 36-26 were our highs and lows today, and I don't know why it says sunny. It's actually been cloudy for most of the day. Must have been an error in the system. Precipitation at 0%, humidity at 92%, very humid today, wind at 6 miles an hour. So overall, a nice, warmer end of winter day. Going on to this week, we start with tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's going to get warmer as we see the start of spring break. And this year, it's going to feel like spring. 45, 46, 32 with lows barely hitting below 20 degrees with a bit of sun and some clouds. Now, spring break, if you're sticking around here, starting on Sunday, we are seeing 50s. That's right, 56 with partially cloudy to mostly cloudy skies on Monday. 39, 40, and 27, sorry. It is truly is going to feel like spring around here. Going to national temperatures around the country today. As you can see here, we're seeing a lot more warmth around the country. Billings, 64. Rapid City, 61. Kansas City, 49, a bit cold, Minot 40, Minneapolis 51. We're seeing, in the Midwest area, we're seeing a lot of warmer temperatures than we've seen in a while. And if you're going down to places such as like Tampa or Miami or Los Angeles, we're seeing a lot of really warmer temperatures, reaching those 80s to 70s for March. And then going into tonight's forecast, it really gets down there in temperature, but not too bad. As you can see, in Minot, it's only hitting 25 degrees, which recently has been in the negatives. So it's always nice to see weather that makes us think of spring. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much, NDSU. I hope you guys have a wonderful spring break. I hope you stay safe and make smart decisions. And I hope to see you guys afterwards. Roll Herd.
That's all we have for you guys this week here at the Bison Information Network. As always, thank you for watching. I'm Jack Higgins, and remember, Roll Herd.